Welcome everyone to Artisan Heirloom Foods, and today I want to talk about my raised beds because I've kind of noticed something that is a little odd and slightly perplexing. Here, let me show you. So this is my raised bed. Let me go back and so you can see the whole raised bed. There's the raised bed. It's 2 frames high, as you can see, okay? And when you look at the bed, it looks like, well, just looking at it, you can see that there's not very much soil in the bed. Now, I can promise you that when I made these raised beds, all these raised beds, I put soil in all of them, okay? And we're gonna walk into this raised bed and I'm gonna show you something, because this is very interesting to me. So basically what we have here is, as you can see there, you can see the actual bottom of the frame. And I can pan around. There in the corner, you can see the bottom of the frame. These frames were originally placed on top of the ground, okay? So, but when you look at this, it's actually, the ground is below the frame, okay? And as I pan around, you can see that the ground barely goes over the frame. Now, I've also, right here, as you can see, this right here, this is straw, okay? I had several bales of straw that I placed inside these beds. Now, this ground that I'm on, that's inside this bed, is clay. Now look, this is an example of the clay. See this clay? This is just dirt. This is not soil. This is dirt. This is hard, compacted clay. Okay? So somehow over the last 7 years in this bed, all the dirt, all the soil that I put in, as well as the straw bales that I put in, somehow sunk below the ground. I don't know how that happened. It didn't get washed away. It got sunk below the ground. And I can show you other examples right here in my raspberry bed. See right there, that's the bottom of the bed. Now this bed was completely full of soil. Same one with this one over here, look. Okay? These beds were full. Let's walk over here to this bed. I just did this bed a couple days ago, and there are spots in this bed that are lower than the actual frame of the raised garden. It's very strange. Same thing over here. Now in that corner, it's actually up higher. It's about halfway up the first frame. But then if you look over here to that side, it's down to the very bottom of the frame. And it's that way all around. It's different levels. But right there in the center, I had bales of straw. Here's the straw. This is what the straw turned into. Look at that. That's what straw turns into after 7 years in that. And that straw has basically just disintegrated into nothing. absolutely disintegrated into nothing. And we can go, now, in some of my beds, like for instance, okay, so this bed is an example. I don't know if you can see down in there, but it is actually halfway up. This bed kept most of its soil. This bed here kept most of its soil. And if we go over here, if you look, the soil is all the way to the top. It's all the way to the top. And that, so this bed kept all of its soil. But the majority of my beds, this bed's another one, is almost depleted of all of its soil. In 7 years' time, same with this one, this bed was completely full. And look, it's in that part right there, right there, it's actually at the very bottom. So, but the thing about it is that the soil is extremely black, and it's rich. It's not like this hard, like for instance the strawberry patch I did this morning. Like right there is at the bottom, right there, that's the bottom of where it sits on the ground. But look how dark this soil is. The soil is nice and dark and rich. It's just strange to me. I don't know, does anyone have any answers to why? I mean, look over here on this bed. I just did this bed this morning. I just took up all the see, as you can see, the pile of weeds that I pulled from this bed and the strawberry bed. But look here, you can see the gravel that I placed last February. But look, it's just sitting on the soil right there. That's the bottom of the soil. Same way over there and that. But this thing was completely full to the top of soil. So I'm just real curious on where all the soil went to, because I know it didn't blow away and I know it didn't wash away. So I just don't know. I'm just confused. So if anyone has any answers, can help me out with this, because I'd like to know where all the soil's going. I don't know, is it being pulled under and that? I mean, that's a lot of soil. Even in a 7-year period, that's a lot of soil, because it's been 7 years since I've been out here, because I had my little girl back in 2010, and that was the last year that I gardened, and that it became too much of an issue for me to come out here. But this bed was completely full of soil, almost to the top. But it's like there's hardly any soil in there, and that it's all gone. And I know someone didn't come and just dig the soil out. I know it didn't wash away, and I know it didn't blow away. So I don't know what happened to it. I have no idea what happened to the soil. So anyway, all right, you guys, if you can answer my questions, please leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and like if you like this video. And until my next video, guys, take care. Wish you best of luck with your garden.